I listened to that album earlier. I was like, bro, this shit wasn't that bad. And they the best album that came out this year, but it wasn't.
Oh, we recorded.
Yeah. Bro. Sick as tripping. Shut up. Sick as fucking wild. Episode 116, Social Junkie Podcast. Again, if you hit that play button today and decided to share a little bit of your time with us, we appreciate you guys, man, for real. We appreciate all you guys. Shout out to everybody in New York, everybody in Texas, everybody in Cali, everybody in Illinois, everybody here in Georgia.
Cali going up.
Everybody everywhere, man. Listening, if you listen overseas.
Yeah, we really appreciate y'all because we started to get a lot more. We started to get a lot more people overseas before we really had kind of any too much growth here, I guess, right?
Yeah, shout out to all the people in Africa, Europe, Brazil. Brazil had a lot of hospitals. I don't know if they know what we're saying. That's my question. Do you guys know what we're saying? Maybe the people over there speak English. I mean, there are people over there speak English, but maybe the people that are listening are the ones that speak English. I'm saying.
Oh.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm saying maybe the people that are listening over there they speak English. I would hope so. Hope you just not listen to a bunch of yabba dabba dudes or fuck a whole bunch of bullshit. Niggas don't know what we say. That'd be funny.
Shit. Tell us, drop us a comment, man. Drop us a comment, a line in the inbox, and
nigga said a line.
Drop us a line.
We ain't trying to write raps, nigga. We appreciate every single one of y'all, man. In all seriousness, we appreciate all y'all, man, for real.
We do.
Thank you guys from the bottom of my heart. Thank you. If you have any questions you want us to debate, it's so funny.
Nothing.
For the bottom of our hearts?
Yeah.
That was funny. Thank you for the bottom of my heart. For listening to my podcast. I'm not trying to eat this cracker right now. If you have a Q&A question you want to send us, send that over to socialjunkiePod@gmail.com. SocialjunkiePod@gmail.com. Any type of debate thing that you want us to discuss, anything at all that you want two niggas that joke around a lot to discuss. If it's a serious topic, we'll try to be as serious as we possibly can.
Yeah.
SocialjunkiePod@gmail.com. We're going to get started in a second because we got a lot in what's trending today. So I'll let Brandon's going to go first. Let me do a rundown real quick. We're going to start in what's trending. Seems like we have a RIP to give out every single week. So we have another one this week that involves Nick Cannon. We'll do that one. We got a little one can stay scenario that we've been doing the last couple weeks. We'll debate that. I don't even remember what it was, honestly. It's probably something stupid. Honestly, it's probably something dumb. Music after that, we got a short sports segment, and then we'll do the Q&A segment. We have a question that somebody sent that we will discuss. Again, all the listeners worldwide, all the listeners everywhere, man, we appreciate you guys. Thank you very, very much. And Brandon's going to start in what's trending, so we'll go ahead and get started because we got a lot to cover today.
Cool. All right. Start here. So I saw this article. I thought it was pretty interesting. I don't know how it's going to go, but so a former KKK leader, he was jailed previously for beating an African man is running for office as a Republican out here in Georgia, if you didn't know. His name is Chester Doyles. He's running as a Republican for a spot for Lumpkin County Board of Commissioners. He previously spent, I think it was 3 decades? 3 decades about with the Ku Klux Klan. And then he was a part of some ranking in the KKK as a Grand Claliff? I don't know how you say that word. In Maryland. He was sent to jail in 1993 after being convicted of beating a black man in Maryland. So he's running for office as Republican in Georgia.
So it's documented and known that he was a KKK member.
Yeah, and he was in jail. He's
running. He's
running for it, right?
Oh, okay.
He spent decades in the KKK, including Maryland's Grand Claliff. Filed paperwork early this year to run for a spot in the Lumpkin County Board of Commissioners in 2022. He's running for a local commissioner office in a deeply conservative district. And he's been to prison twice, and I don't know. I don't know how I feel about this, man. I definitely don't.
Well, if he gets elected, that'll say a lot about the people.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
If he gets elected, I'll say a lot about the people.
But do you feel like him being included?
Yeah, this is Georgia. Okay.
Do you think that him being included in this kind of stuff is even fair as it is?
No, because if there was a person of color that was being elected in that same position, they wouldn't even have the chance that he has right now. They wouldn't have the chance. If they had a criminal background,
Right.
because I would consider KKK and going to jail a criminal background. If they have a criminal background, they wouldn't even be in that position at all. If it was a person of color.
Yeah.
What's his name?
Something Doyle's. Chester Doyle's. Chester Doyle's.
Nah, he can't. If he gets elected, that'll say a lot about. And this is in Georgia too. That'll say a lot about the people that voted for him. If he gets elected, I don't even see how he. That's not fair. That's not fair.
I don't see it either.
He shouldn't know.
Especially if you actually got
you
convicted for doing that.
You beat a nigga up, literally. You literally beat a nigga up, literally. He literally did that though, and he's being elected. No, that's not fair. That's not fair. That's a criminal background. No, that's not fair. Because you niggas know if this was a black man or an Indian man or whatever race, Hispanic, anything other than white, there would be a field day about this. I didn't even hear about this. So true. I would have heard about this if this was a person of color.
I wanted to bring up something else. We're going to move on to the next thing. I don't think it's fair either, but just saying that on that. We'll leave it at that.
Can you guys believe this is my first time ever having vitamin water in my life? This is the first day of my life I've ever had vitamin water. No, believe me? All right, go ahead.
Fucking, I read this article that these guys out in Hawaii, they even have a blizzard.
What? Yo, shut up. He's showing me the article. Hold on. What does it say?
Storm brings serious flash flooding to Hawaii around with a mountain of snow. Snow in Hawaii.
No, that's not. No. The world is coming to an end.
Well, when you think about it, too, we have 75-degree days here. It is winter. It's December.
The world's coming to an end. If it's snowing, what if they had like a... Wait, did it say a blizzard?
Yeah, it said a blizzard. 25 inches of rain and then a foot of mountain snow. Whatever, snow, whatever.
That's a lot of snow. A foot? That's a good amount.
Yeah, that's a foot.
You talk about 25 inches of rain, that's a lot of fucking rain. God. How did it even start snowing? What was the temperature? Nigga, there's no way this is possible.
Hey, man.
There's no way this is possible.
I mean,
so places. In order for it to start snowing, it had to be at least 32.
Right.
No. This was... Where in Hawaii was this? I have to go there. Spend a little vacation.
I don't know.
You get the tropical environment and you get the snow all in one place.
Friday to Sunday, 4 days ago.
Where can you go on vacation and get a tropical environment and snow all in one vacation? Where? Nowhere.
I don't know.
There's no way you can do that.
I'm going to read this next one.
Okay, hold on. What do you like traveling more? Tropical places? Like places that are warm? Or like... You like cabins and type shit like that? Like snow?
I'd probably do that. I'd probably do both.
Cabins.
I don't like being too hot. That's the thing, man. I don't like being too hot. But like, there's a lot of places out there in the country that are nice and they're fucking...
You like beach areas or you like the opposite? Like...
I like both.
Shit like that. Which one you prefer, I'm saying?
Nah, warmer, like beaches.
Beach stuff, yeah, I say the same.
But if I could go to like a cabin and all that kind of stuff, I'd do that too. Like snow cabin or like they say out there in Alaska when they have all the northern lights and all that kind of stuff. It's real nice.
Yeah, like even out there like in Europe, like in Paris and whatever, I still like places like that. But I would prefer like
beach,
a Bora Bora or some shit like that. Maldives, I would prefer some shit like that.
Yeah, definitely.
This is off topic, but go ahead. There's a little question.
A GoFundMe was recently terminated. They terminated a campaign raising money for, hear this, William Roddy Bryan. Do you know who that is?
I think so.
He's one of the men convicted last month of murdering Ahmaud Arbery.
Oh, no. I didn't see. That's not what I saw.
So they terminated the campaign. They said the fundraising campaign violated the company's terms that prohibit collecting funds for legal defense for a violent crime. The for-profit crowdfunding platform told the outlet that they shut down the fundraiser created for him. 3 were made in total. Most recent set at $300,000. Only, although it only received $700 in donations by the time it was closed. $700, right? So his fiance Amy Elrod reportedly created the campaign, citing that the convicted man was facing financial issues and couldn't pay for his defense fees. Well, you still appointed defense, right? In the court of law, legally, you have to have representation. Right?
Yeah, I can see your wife trying to do that, but yeah, you're right. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I don't know if she's telling the truth or not, but I was gonna say, I mean, you should have thought about that before you killed somebody, but
true,
it's his wife trying to do it.
That's his wife.
Yeah, I mean,
rest in peace, Ahmaud, man.
Of course, your family's gonna try to get you out of that situation. Yeah, rest in peace to Ahmaud Arbery. I'm not surprised with it, but they shut it down though.
Yeah.
I mean, hey man, this is what happens when you. This is the consequence you gotta face when you kill a black man that was innocent and jogging, minding his fucking business. It's a consequence you gotta deal with, bro.
Yeah.
Sorry. What's his name?
Um,
Jack. It's probably Jack. Sorry, Jack. It's not Jack.
it's not Jack. Hey, you got any COVID articles?
Yeah, I got one.
All right, cool. All right, I got here another article. An Iowa teacher out there in Iowa, if y'all listen out there, around y'all town.
Nigga said around y'all town.
Around y'all part of way. A teacher was arrested after she wrote, quote unquote, threatening notes about committing gun violence at school. A teacher. An Iowa teacher lost her job and was arrested after she wrote a series of threatening notes at a school. Her name is Katrina Pelhan. She's 37. She wrote multiple notes that she mentions committing gun violence on the school property. And this, I think, happened after there was a shooting that happened recently over there, if I'm not mistaken. She was charged with 3 counts of threats of terrorism, which carry a maximum sentence of 5 years. So she was arrested after she was determined she was the source of series of threatening handwritten notes that mentioned committing gun violence on school property. She was arrested, charged with those that I mentioned before, and they conducted an investigation into the notes, and they found out it was her. So, I don't know.
So
man.
she was at school writing notes.
A teacher.
Like a student.
Yeah.
Was she passing them?
I guess she said in at least one of the notes, she, posing as an unnamed student, wrote that she was tired of being made fun of, and she wrote 3 of the 4 notes. And she said that she wrote 3 of the 4 notes, but does she not? She does not recall writing them. It's no fucking.
Go ahead.
And that's not an error. Listen to what I'm saying. Pellan says she wrote 3 of the 4 notes, but that she did not recall writing them.
I don't know why I'm laughing. Because it's like, bro, I'm laughing more so that she sounds like a kid. Like, bitch, what are you talking about? The fuck, yo? Well, I want to know what she was.
And if I'm mistaken, bro, they had a shooting out in Iowa, bro. A school shooting. I don't know if it was this.
Thank God she didn't do anything and nothing happened. Because yeah, we talk about school shootings on here all the time, but it's like, yo, what the fuck are you talking about? So now what?
Bro, there was a shooting out in Iowa, like a couple days.
In a school?
Yeah, if it's not that same school.
It can't be.
No, it's Des. How do you say this?
I don't know how to say that.
Des Moines. I don't know how to say
That
it.
might be it. I've never heard it pronounced like that. Honestly, I don't hear anyone ever say that city. Nobody goes there.
I don't know.
What is that city in Iowa? DES and what is it? MOINES. Yeah, how you spell it? What city? How do you say that city, guys? I've never heard. Think about your entire lifetime. You've never heard anybody say that city in Iowa. Have you ever heard anybody say that? Hey.
We are looking
Think
at
about
how
it.
to
Oh
pronounce
shit.
Think about it, guys. Oh, you trying to see how to say it?
Trying to see how to say it.
Google. What is it? Google Translate.
It's called. Is Dave
Using
Moyen?
What?
Des Moines? Is it
Let me
Dave
see. I can't.
Des
even
Moines with the
see.
letter?
Des Moines? Oh yeah, it probably is pronounced like that. Des Moines, Iowa. You've never heard nobody say that
I've never
or
heard
say it the
anybody
correct way like that.
I don't even know how to say it.
Nobody's ever said that shit.
I don't know, bro.
But no,
Anyways.
it's fucking crazy that the teacher did that. Like, well, what are you talking about, bro? I want to know what she's writing. Like, you motherfuckers, I'm gonna kill you all. I'm gonna fucking kill every fucking body in this fucking shit like that. Is that what she was doing?
Apparently.
Well, luckily nothing happened, honestly. But now what? I see what you was looking at. I see that on Twitter too. So now what?
I don't know. I mean, she probably
Go
gonna
to
get
the nut
tried.
house.
She probably gonna get tried. She can't teach again.
She going to the nut house.
I guess.
Y'all want to? Never mind.
What?
I was gonna say y'all want to know what I'm mad at. I'm not mad at it, but it's just
What
weird.
really grinds your gears?
Yeah, that what grinds my gears is that now we have so many stories of teachers having sex with students. That shit was not happening back when we was in high school. That shit was not.
Unless it
happening
did.
Like that. Sticker said, unless it did. You're right. You absolutely right. I remember I went to a stall one time in high school and somebody, it was a teacher whose classroom was directly across from the bathroom.
Mm-hmm.
And she was okay looking. And somebody had wrote in the stall, they said, I fucked this such and such in the stall. I was like, no. But if you think about it now, it's like, damn, what if they could tell the truth? What if the nigga really did?
Think we would have heard about that? Because everybody probably be telling their people.
That shouldn't be happening, by the way. Let me say that.
Yeah,
That shouldn't be.
We're not condoning it, but I'm trying to think that I don't think.
It's so funny. Just imagine all the teachers. Y'all remember all the teachers back in the day. Anyways, go ahead, continue.
I'm trying to figure out if that stuff would have been able to be kept a secret, because we only hear about it because somebody.
Yeah, because the students is telling, like, why? Just enjoy it, bro. Niggas be fucking so psyched because they in high school.
I
They
guess.
be so psyched.
This last article I got here is a little bit. It's kind of trigger warning. All right.
God.
A Colorado Sheriff's Office is under fire after they posted a picture of Santa, getting a concealed carry. So he was applying for a concealed carry permit. We gonna put the picture in there. You applying for a permit, bro?
Nigga go to Chicago. Remember that shit?
Yeah. We gotta put that other one in there too. We gonna put the other one. We gonna put both of these. So they caused a stir over the weekend over what many deemed an inappropriate photo. Santa applying for a concealed carry permit.
Bro, you're fucking dumb. Cause I'm thinking that shit really had something, a trigger warning for real. Oh my God. This nigga right here. So are they mad at that?
People are mad at that, bro. Yeah.
That's funny.
It's funny to me. Yeah, it's funny.
That's fucking comedy.
You gonna need it for Chicago, especially, for real.
You ever get to this point of the drink and you trying to save it so you don't want to drink it all? I think that happened.
Or I'll buy another one because I have money.
This nigga's fucking stupid.
It's $1, bro. Oh, you mean like when you talking about when you just drink and you leave?
No. What?
I don't know, bro. Nothing.
What the fuck? Anyways, continue.
Yeah, that's all I had. It's just funny. I don't know why people are outraged over that.
It's not that serious. If it would have been more serious, we would have said it. That's pretty fucking funny.
You just applying for a gun permit
that's
to legally do it. Yeah, that's all I got.
Damn, nigga. Well, I guess I have the bulk of everything. All right, guys, let's get back into more serious stuff. Damn, I don't think that was enough time for me to recover, but it's okay. 20 minutes, we good. All right. We talked about last week the shooting at Oxford High School in Michigan. More details have emerged since we first talked about it last week. I think the day the shooting happened, last Tuesday, when we recorded, literally a couple hours before we started, that shooting happened. So we have more details now if you haven't seen it already. Says a fourth student, because initially came out that it was 3 students that were killed. Says a fourth student, 17-year-old Justin Schilling, is reported to have died following Tuesday's shooting at Michigan's Oxford High School. Then it came out that the father of the accused Oxford school shooter brought the gun that was used 4 days before the incident. So yeah, it was 4 students now. So this isn't updated, but it says after now 4 students were fatally shot and 8 others injured during a school shooting at Oxford High School in Michigan on Tuesday. According to reports, the semi-automatic weapon that accused it was a 15-year-old kid too, guys. I don't think that was mentioned last week. The 15-year-old killer used during the mass shooting was bought on November 26, just 4 days before the tragic incident took place. It's also reported that police also searched the home of the shooter and seized several long guns. On Wednesday, the day after the shooting, the shooter, why do they keep saying the accused shooter? He fucking is the shooter. I hate
minor.
Yeah, but he killed the kids. He's not accused.
That.
Like, I hate when people be saying that in their articles. He shot them. His name is Ethan Crumbly. He was arraigned, in which he entered a plea of not guilty. He was also moved to the Oxford County Jail and held without bond. So yeah, he is 15 years old, guys. He has been identified, like I said, and officially charged for the mass shooting. He claimed the lives of 4 students, it says in this article. It says he has been charged with first-degree murder and terrorism. Here's a picture of him. We'll put that in the video. You see the picture of him?
I saw him, yeah.
Yeah, man, 15 years old, killed 4 people. His parents have now been charged with involuntary manslaughter. It says parents of the Michigan school shooter charged with involuntary manslaughter. According to CBS News, the parents of the teen accused of fatally shooting 4 people and wounding several others have been charged in connection with the rampage, prosecutors announced. James and Jennifer Crumbly have each been charged with 4 counts of involuntary manslaughter. While the shooter, who was the one who entered the high school and pulled the trigger, there are other individuals who contributed to the events on November 30th, and it's my intention to hold him accountable as well. This is from a lady, Oakland County prosecutor in that state. He faces 24 charges, first-degree murder, terrorism. Like I said, he pled not guilty. And there was a manhunt that was conducted for his parents. This is a little weird. Not weird, but I don't recall. Are they saying because the parents bought the gun that's why they were trying to find them? Because
more than likely, because they had to find out who was registered to and why the person had the gun.
Because usually when we see these school shootings, it's just they arrest the shooter and the parents just come out and say, I don't know, he's just a great kid. There's nothing else involved with the parents of them getting it. I'm guessing it's because the father bought the gun. If they're considering it involuntary manslaughter. Let me read the article.
You know why? You know why they're trying to find him? Because it was only bought 4 days before it happened.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Okay. More than 12 hours after they were charged with involuntary manslaughter, the parents of the high school sophomore who was accused of killing. Here we go. 4 people, James and Jennifer Crumbly, pleaded not guilty to charges against them shortly after they were found in a commercial building in Detroit when authorities received a tip that their car had been seen in that area. So they were running. They were running because they're not even. Where's Oxford High School? Michigan. So they were in Detroit. Well, that's in Michigan.
Yeah,
that's in Michigan.
They probably just out that city though.
Yeah, I don't know why I was thinking it was 2 separate states. Commercial building in Detroit. The car had been seen in the area. A judge in Oakland County set the bond at $500,000 for each parent. The arrest ended a period of contradictory statements in which authorities said they were looking for the couple while their lawyer insisted they had left town for their own safety and had every intention to surrender. No, that doesn't make sense. Authorities said somehow someone helped the Crumbleys get into the building where they were located, and that person could also face charges. The couple appeared distressed but did not resist when they were detained. The Crumbleys have been charged in part because they bought the gun that their 15-year-old son is accused of using in Tuesday's shooting at Oxford High School. Okay. Which is located around 30 miles north of Detroit. So they drove 30 miles away from their city.
They definitely was running.
It was an early Christmas gift that the father bought on Black Friday with his son present. It marks a rare case of authorities filing criminal charges against parents or family members for a shooting committed by a minor, even though they are often carried out using guns taken from their homes. Okay, that answered everything that I was asking.
I want to give
because it is weird. That's not normal that happens.
Yeah, I want to just say rest in peace to those 4 that was lost. There was one here, Tate Meyer. He lost his life trying to disarm. What's his name?
Ethan.
Ethan, yeah. During the shooting, according to his classmates, he played football. He played running back. He tried to subdue the shooter to end the tragic episode, but he was shot while confronting Ethan. So they had to rush him to the hospital.
Damn, and then he passed away.
So.
Damn, bro, that's fucked up, man.
A lot of respect for you, man. I'm sorry you had to die, man.
Yeah, that's fucked up. His parents look very distraught as well. Like they all seem like they're all
off some shit.
Distraught. Yeah, they look all very distraught. Yeah, that's what I was wondering because I'm like that doesn't normally happen, but that's why. And who do you blame? The parents? Yeah, you gotta blame.
You gotta blame both. You gotta blame all parties because you can't just say it's just his parents or it's one
I shouldn't
fault.
Ask it like that. What I meant to say was, should we be mad at the parents?
You know what I'm okay. I'm gonna put this in here too. Look, so if we're going to say that we're going to place blame on both the parents and the shooter, right? You got to really ask yourself what happened. And I don't want anybody to take this the wrong way. I'm not making excuses for anybody, anything like that. But would you have if it came out saying that he was being bullied, would you place blame on other people that were bullying him? I'm not saying it's justified, but would partial the blame fall onto a bully? Do you think?
No, because
it's his classmates, right? That were killed too. So He must have had like specific people in mind that he wanted to shoot.
Yeah.
So
I didn't see anything about bullying. They said it was something about
that first time it came out. Yeah. As probable. And then when you think about him shooting people in the same class,
we talk about all the time. We were all bullied as kids, and we didn't.
I understand that. Yeah.
Okay, I asked a question. Both the questions I asked were asked incorrectly. What I say? Who do you place blame on? That shouldn't have been asked. And then, are we mad at the parents? Yes, we're mad at the parents. What I should ask is, Why didn't they fucking... You're giving your kid easy access to, again, a gun. Why is there such easy access for your child to grab a gun and take it to school? That shouldn't be the case. That should not be the case.
Well, then that'll rest solely with the parents, bro. But then again, you can't apply this to any other kind of situation because, like I said, this is the first time that the parents were sought in this kind of thing. So which leads me to believe that the parents are going through some shit themselves and they're just not in their right mind to make type of good decision to lock up the gun and away from him.
Because it said that Ethan was present when his father bought the gun, so obviously he saw where the gun was in order to... I don't know, man. He definitely did. But my thing is,
I would imagine that there are people who grew up around guns, right? Hunting and all that kind of stuff and doing all that stuff, but and they would know where the guns are, but they were taught the right way as far as respect. And that once you pick up this thing, circumstances become different. I wouldn't doubt there's people out there. I'm not going to say that every person out here, like kid out here, once they grew up around guns and all that shit, they would be the type of person to pick up that before they like.
What was the intention that he bought that gun for? He bought on Black Friday. What was the intention behind it?
Could have just got a deal on it. You never know. But then again, 4 days before, I don't know. And it was on the run, so I don't know.
Now I'm thinking like...
Do you think?
Not saying that they told him to do this, but it's just like, I don't know. We don't know. We really don't know.
Yeah.
We don't know. I don't know. What if he mentioned something about being bullied and they were like, well, man, your business or some shit like that. I don't know. That's an extreme thought, but we just don't know.
Yeah.
Niggas is crazy, but... I'll put all the pictures of them in this in the video so you guys can see what they look like. But they do all look very distraught. Again, rest in peace to everyone that lost their lives in that tragedy, because this happens often. These school shootings.
Yeah.
This happens very often in this country, guys. Anybody listening to other countries? I don't know. I don't even know what to say, guys. I know you guys laugh at us with a lot of shit that we do over here, but
yeah,
I don't know, man. Oh yeah, I'm thinking you finna go. I'm still going.
Because we definitely have more shootings than other countries, bro. Especially school shootings. Top of the list.
Hell yeah.
And it's not even like second place. It's not even a comparison.
Yeah. The next thing I have, I thought this was interesting. I'm trying to go to the actual post on Instagram where I saw this. It says the public calls for justice. You saw this?
Mm-hmm.
For Crystal Kaiser. She faces a life in prison for murdering the man that sex trafficked her. Prosecutors argue self-defense, and a lot of people were comparing this to the self-defense acquittal of Kyle Rittenhouse, because of course Kyle Rittenhouse he's free. He's a free kid now. Killed the people in Kenosha, Wisconsin. Talked about it several times on here, but I think I have so people put the comparison here. They say here's the breakdown. Let's start with Kyle Rittenhouse. Fatally shot 2 men and injured 1 during protests in Kenosha, Wisconsin. Argued he was ambushed. Crystal Kaiser fatally shot Randall Lover III in 2018, arguing that he sexually abused and sex trafficked her and other underage black girls. And this is in the same city, in Kenosha. This is in the same city.
Damn.
In Kenosha, Wisconsin. This is in the same fucking city. Says 17. She was 17 years old when she shot and killed Randall Lovar in Kenosha, Wisconsin in June 2018. Kaiser is currently out on bond and awaiting trial, but prosecutors are calling for her acquittal in the name of self-defense, just like Kyle Rittenhouse. She was charged with first-degree intentional homicide, the same charge as Rittenhouse, and is facing life in prison after her legal team argued that she was defending herself against an abuser. We've seen that Rittenhouse can get away with premeditated murder. This is what a resident said. Crystal should be able to exactly defend herself in the same manner that Kyle Rittenhouse argued. So, both parties were 17 at the time of their crimes occurred, and both were charged with intentional homicide charges. This is really weird. I didn't even know this was in the same city.
I didn't know that.
It's in the same city. They're the same age. They're being charged with the same exact thing. Kyle Rittenhouse is white, of course, and the girl Crystal, she looks like she's black. I'm not 100% sure of her race, but she looks like she's definitely of color. I don't want to say she's black, but she's definitely, because I don't know what she is. She's definitely of color. This is really weird. I want to see what happens with this, because this is in the same city, and I don't think, as much as I want to say, I don't think they'll contradict themselves like that. As much as I want to say they wouldn't do that, niggas will. Them niggas might. Cause that'll be very contradicting, dog. You gonna get this girl life in prison. She was being sexually abused.
Yeah.
Sexually abused. There has to be some kind of law against that. Cause I see that all the time. I see stories pop up like that all the time. Like a girl being on trial because she killed someone that abused her.
I remember this one. I remember this article.
That's not fair.
Yeah.
That's not fair. That's not fair that you shouldn't be able to defend yourself when somebody trying to abuse you. If you end up killing them, I mean, what other way you going to get away at the time? I don't understand this. But I definitely want to keep my eye on this and see what happens with this. Because everything is eerily similar. Charges, the age at the time, she's not 17 anymore. Life in prison, he's been acquitted of all charges.
And he's not 17 anymore, right? He turned 18, wouldn't he?
I think he was 16, but he turned 17 now.
Oh.
Yeah, he is now 17. Bro, some of the shit, even the shit with the little boy we just talked about, the 15-year-old that shot everybody up. Mm-hmm. Bro, at 15 and 17, bro, I was chilling. Bro, I was fucking, did I know you at that age? I think I just met you around that. Nigga, we was chilling. We wasn't doing stupid shit like this. We was fucking chilling. I'm not saying that anything, I'm not talking about the crystal girl, but we was just chilling. All the shit we hear about these teenagers doing nowadays, bro, it's just out of whack, bro.
And even so, you have enough sense to not know where you're not supposed to be around.
Bro,
like if I know there are people armed out there in like Atlanta protesting and all that kind of stuff, I'm not gonna go out there. What am I gonna do that? What am I gonna put myself in that situation for?
It's a lot of dumb shit.
Even at 15, I knew that. It's common sense, you know.
That's what I'm saying, dog. Like shit is just so crazy now. Like, all the type of shit these kids are getting into. When I read about shit all the time, I'm just like, bro. At 17, I was not doing none of that. I was not thinking about any of that shit that we be talking about. But you said you had something about Corona related, right?
No, I'm saying I asked you if you did.
Did you have something?
No.
Oh, okay. The U.S.
I mean, we could talk about it, but I mean, it's just that very.
I'm gonna talk about it now.
Yeah.
The U.S. confirms the nation's first case of what is it called? Omicron.
Omicron, I would assume.
There's no N in it at the end. Omicron.
Shouting something. I don't know.
The Omarion COVID variant in California.
Bro, why'd you do it, bro?
The U.S. confirms. I also, this was kind of like a week ago. I screenshotted this, but I also saw today that I think it says that the Omicron variant has now been found in a dozen countries or something like that.
Damn. When before it was only like 4 people.
Yeah, according to CNBC, the U.S. health officials have confirmed the U.S.'s first case of the new heavily mutated coronavirus variant. In California, the Center for Disease Control and Prevention said on this was last Wednesday, since South Africa first reported the variant to the World Health Organization, it has been found in Canada, UK, Israel, Belgium, the Netherlands, Germany, Italy, and Hong Kong, among other places. World leaders are on high alert, worried the virus is already widely seeded across the globe. This is not good. This is not good at all. The World Health Organization said on Wednesday that Omicron has reported this is 23. Oh, so I think it said 24 countries, what I read earlier. 23 countries. This is not good because I specifically remember when we first started talking about COVID on this podcast, and that shit blew up, and all this shit happened like a couple weeks later. And it's so funny because when you listen back to how we talked about it on the episode, we talked about it like it was nothing, like nothing was gonna happen. If you go back and listen to the episode,
I can't remember what happened when the Delta variant came out. Did they shut stuff back down?
Delta variant came out. No, that was recent. That wasn't that long ago, was it?
That was earlier. That was like May.
In the past 3 months, 4.
Was it May?
Yeah, it wasn't that long ago. No, it didn't. But they're saying that this one is like spreading. I think a lot faster than that one. I don't know the way that they're talking about it. If it's a mutation,
I would imagine.
But I just want everybody listening that's here, anybody that's listening, just be safe, guys. Just please be safe, man. Wear your mask. I know you guys are tired of wearing these masks because I know you niggas don't wear them no more. Because every time I be talking to my, I'm glad I keep the niggas that I keep around because all my niggas, we all on the same shit. Yeah, we wearing our masks no matter where we go. Yeah. But every time I go out, and even he says the same thing, nobody's wearing a mask. Nobody. So. And
sometimes I'll be like, man, I'm going here real quick and I'll have one. I'm guilty of that, but a majority of the time, me and my girl, if we go out somewhere or just go, if I go in the store, I'm wearing my mask, and everybody's just looking at me crazy because I'm like. But I'm like, yeah, bro, but the stuff is still going on. The way I look at it, I'm not like, stuff is still going on. People still getting sick. Delta is still out there, Delta variant, and, talking about this other stuff. And everybody's just, if you got a vaccine and all that kind of stuff, cool, but that doesn't mean, like we talked about before, the vaccine isn't something that's 100% guaranteed. Even if you take your boosters. Yeah. It's not something that's guaranteed, it just lowers or somehow, decreases the chance that you're less likely
to pass away.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's not 100%. And I don't know, the looks I get, when I walk in there and just go into a place, and even school, man, like, it's just people they don't wear it, man. Nobody just wears it. When I go into the grocery store, it's just me.
Everybody just looking at me crazy. Guys. Yeah, I've had that look before, too. I've definitely had looks, but just please be safe, guys, because we don't want this to turn into a whole nother thing to where they shut everything down again, and everybody's just going to be mad, and we're going to be at home, and people are going to be jobless all over again. It's going to be everything that happened last year all over again. And if you guys don't want to do that, because it's cold now, so we got the wintertime. Everybody was on that outside shit in the summertime. And I ain't really hear a lot about COVID during the summertime, because I think we said it on here, like, we ain't really hear about COVID a lot like that no more. I think I said it, like, I don't really hear about people dying as much as we used to.
Yeah.
But
that doesn't mean it's not happening.
Yeah. It doesn't mean it's not happening. But if y'all want to go outside next summer and want next summer to be cool, and y'all want to be playing Future's mask off when we take our mask off, stop fucking playing and stay your ass and do what you got to do and go home and be safe.
And the thing is, even if say you take this into consideration and you don't wear a mask and whatnot, at the end of the day, it's still getting colder. So flu season is a thing. People died from the flu. Even that was leading cause before even Corona. A lot of people died from the flu virus in general. So when you think about it, people out here getting sick from that. How can you distinguish between the two, that and COVID? You can't. So why even just take the risk? Just wear it. It's only so we can be good for come next year, come roll around, because it's only gonna get colder. So that's just my 2 cents, man. I'm not here to preach, but that's just what I think.
Yeah, just please be safe, guys, and we'll see what happens. We're gonna keep our eye on this thing, because, like I said, when we first talked about COVID, I remember that we were talking about the Chinese virus. We talked about that like it was nothing. Then that shit blew up. Did you see this nice thing? Your girl that you talked about, Felicia?
Who was that?
Felicia.
Oh, and she was talking about T.I.?
So Brandon, last week he had an article about this lady running for mayor in Atlanta, correct? Yeah. Her name is Felicia Moore. And Brandon was reading the article that she was trying to talk about closing strip clubs, but not closing them completely, like working with them to figure out ways that they
permits and stuff like that, allowing them to get more different type of permit in order to operate within city limits.
But Felicia Moore says she lost the mayoral race due to T.I., rapper T.I., spreading misinformation about her closing strip clubs. So I think I have what she said here. I just saved this on Instagram. Yes, I do have what she said. So we're going to play what she said.
T.I. puts out a very salacious lie, just point blank lie and misinformation, saying that I wanted to close strip clubs. I've never even discussed strip clubs since the general election. That's never come up in any of the election things. T.I.
So she said
and Mr. T.I., who I would have thought should have learned his lesson from jumping on me when I was running earlier, because it got him in a fight with someone else that opened up the whole series of allegations that he has in front of him. So he should learn to stay out of politics. And
so she said, well, T.I. responded, but I'm not going to read everything that he said, because I'm not trying to read words like expeditiously and all this other shit that I don't normally say on a normal day. But she said she never talked about it. That's what she says. But I remember we was talking about last week, and I was like, she's not going to win if she said that. Niggas in Atlanta want to go to the strip club.
Even if you do that kind of stuff, I think it's just the general consensus of people out here. That's primarily what they do. So I don't think, and we're not even talking about people that go to the club. We talking about investors. We talking about that's closing off money. I'm pretty sure people don't want to do that.
Do you think that's why she lost? Because that came out?
Maybe it could have been a contributing factor. It could have been.
I remember when you brought it up, I was like, oh, she's not winning now. That's what
it definitely probably could have been a contributing factor. Because you think about, it's not even just people go to the club. Like I said, it's probably people who just positions of power, people who want to get permits to open clubs.
Yeah.
If it's going to make it, even if she cleared it up and said it, made it, it's difficult as it is to get, license out here, in the city and have that kind of stuff. So,
I couldn't wait to talk about this next one, guys. I'm trying to move through the rest of these as fast as we can. I couldn't wait to talk about this one. This was the one I wanted to come in, and I was excited. I woke up this morning thinking I'm going to talk about this article today. I woke up this morning saying it. All right. A black couple in San Francisco. They erased themselves from their home, and the appraised value went up by nearly $500,000. Now, this is the story right here. According to the San Francisco Chronicle, Paul Austin says the appraiser complimented the views of the San Francisco Bay home that they had, and he was sure to point out all the improvements. So he and his wife, Tanisha, were shocked when the appraiser valued their home at $995,000. So these are some people trying to sell their home in San Francisco, California. The couple, again, who is black, they got a second opinion in February. This time, they asked a white friend named Jan to sit at the kitchen island and pretend like she was the homeowner. They also whitewashed their home by hiding art and family photos while Jan was there. The appraiser said their house was worth $1,482,500 after the lady did that. So I'm going to do the math here. I have to get the exact number. $1,482,500 minus $995,000. So the value went up by almost $500,000 to $487,500 when Jan sat and acted like she was a homeowner. Is that legal? Can you do that?
Remember we had talked about this not too long ago?
This is the same article?
Different one.
Oh, it was a different one. Okay.
She did the exact
Oh yeah, we did have
same
another
thing.
one. We did have one like that. I remember that.
She did
I
the
think you brought that
exact
one up.
yeah. She did the exact same thing, and her value went a lot up, well, a lot more, higher compared to her original offer. And it seems like this is becoming more and more practice.
That's really fucked up.
I'm telling you, it is.
Bro, that is fucked up.
I don't know what to say about that, man.
That's fucked up, dog. Bro.
They should have asked for the same appraiser.
Maybe they did. They couldn't. They couldn't do that. Because they can't do that.
Hey, I recognize this house. Hey, what's going on
They
here?
can't do that. But that, oh my god.
It's crazy to me that. And okay. Let's look at it like this. What other possible factor could it be? Housing? Are you saying the housing market in the gap? What, 3 months, 2 months? December they did it, and then February.
It don't say December.
When does it say?
It doesn't say. It didn't say a gap. It didn't say the time.
They did it the first time, and it doesn't say what they did.
No,
again?
it didn't. No, it says February, but it didn't say when they first did it. But I see what you're saying. Like, it doesn't matter. There was not a big significant difference in that time period to make the house jump almost $500,000.
Well, unless it's because the market has been fluctuating though. Unless it
I
happened.
don't think it's gonna be 500,000.
Yeah, that is a big amount, but we're talking about San
In
Fran.
San Francisco, I would say it would be more of a jump somewhere over here than in San Francisco. I don't know. I mean, I'm not a real estate expert.
That could be right.
I'm not a real estate expert, but that's what I think.
Like I said, it just seems, and we're talking about almost $500K. So I don't know about that.
That's a lot of money.
That's a lot of money.
We
We're
did
talking
our-
about the differences here, down here. We're talking about maybe probably about 80. And I don't think that's right. We're talking about, that's a lot of money.
They said we did our homework. We believe the white lady wanted to devalue our property because we are in a black neighborhood and the home belonged to a black family. If it's in a black neighborhood too, and that's, I don't know. Something's not right about that. That's fucked up either
something's
way, though.
not right,
That's
yeah.
not. That's
And
fucked up.
I don't doubt them, because at the end of the day, we've seen this happen with other people, and you gotta ask yourself, what other factor is it? I'd really want somebody to answer that. What other factor could it be?
I want that first appraisal guy to answer that. Why? Like, I want both of them to get together, both of the appraisers to get together and have a conversation, and I want it to be recorded and sent to me so I can watch it. That's what I want to see. What else do I have? Is there anything else important that I could skip? Yeah, I could skip a couple things. This was interesting because there's a lot of news that's been coming out about this guy ever since the Houston flood happened. Joel Osteen he's been getting a lot of criticism. And if you know Joel Osteen, like I remember him, because my mom used to always watch this guy. He never had his name in controversy for years. Like, you would never hear anything bad about this guy for a very long time. Like, it took that Houston thing and then a couple more things after that for his name to kind of be, to people be kind of be like, I don't fuck with Joel Osteen like that. But there was a plumber that found 500 envelopes with cash and checks in the wall of Joel Osteen's Lakewood Church. Did you see this?
I saw it.
What do you think? You want to say anything before I read it?
Nah, when you read it, I'll say something about it.
Plumber finds cash checks behind loose toilet in wall at Joel Osteen's Lakewood Church, according to NBA News. So it's like the league, LeBron and them. Joel Osteen's, he found it in the church. Envelopes full of cash and checks were found behind a loose toilet. Plumber was doing repairs at Joel Osteen's Lakewood Church in Texas. He said there was a loose toilet in the wall and we removed the tile. We went to go remove the toilet and I moved some insulation away and about 500 envelopes fell out the wall and I was like, oh wow. The plumber then contacted the maintenance supervisor and turned the envelopes in. The money mystery comes after $600,000 in checks and cash disappeared from the church's safe in 2014. The Houston Chronicle reported no arrests were made in the case. I think I have more. Is it like the same thing? Yeah, it's pretty much the same thing. In March 2014, Lakewood Church reported that $200,000 in cash and $400,000 in checks had been stolen, in addition to some credit card information. Okay, so that's all I have. So you go ahead on what you wanted to say.
That's kind of crazy when you think about it, man. But then again, is it crazy when you think about it?
My thing is, if you stealing money, why are you putting it in the church? If that is the case. I don't know. We don't know what the whole... It is very weird to find $600,000 in cash and checks in the wall at a church, but that's...
Think it could have been an usher?
Who, Usher?
An usher.
An usher? Oh,
yeah.
I really said it back to this nigga. I don't know. Like he was hiding it, like the ones that collect the money. Yeah. People that pass the plate around. When the last time you went to church?
Don't do that.
Do they even do that anymore? They still pass the plate around?
I think they have to.
What if they got some new technological shit that we didn't see?
What's your cash app?
What if they do some shit that we didn't see?
You gotta send it to Jesus Walks too.
Ah, man, I can't remember.
Test they hashtag.
You know what? I've been to church in the past 6 years though. I can say that. I know that's still a long time, but I remember my girl took me one time, and we've been together for almost 6 years. So I can, yeah. It's definitely been in the past 6 years. This nigga has very much longer.
I think.
Do you think Joel is stealing? Do you think this man is stealing?
Man, when we think about these all, evangelists and all that kind of stuff, these big televised ones, I don't really have a lot of faith in, man. I just don't, man.
He is worth $100 million.
I just don't. I don't have a lot of faith when it comes to this kind of stuff. So, I think yes. I think that yes, I do. But I think that it could come down to his knowledge. It may not be directly him, but it could have been under his instruction.
You think that he knows
that
it was there?
Yeah. Yes.
I do. I think he knows too, me. I think he knew about that shit.
Well, why do you say that?
You know what's so crazy, dog? If none of that controversy shit with this man happened, we wouldn't be saying that right now. If like all that other shit didn't happen, we wouldn't say that he knew that the cash was there.
It shows you the true colors when this stuff comes out, though, bro.
We
talking about during a flood, and you could have helped people in. I mean, they need somewhere to go. You know?
And a lot of that stuff that came out, well, he didn't let them people in the church. I was gonna say, it's all that shit that came out. Was it like factual shit that he did? But yeah, he didn't let them people in that church.
He didn't let them in.
Yeah, he didn't let them people in.
I think eventually he did.
What else came out about Joel Osteen? Wasn't he? Didn't it come out that he was He's fucking other women? No, I'm joking.
This guy's just making stuff up. This guy right here, bro.
I should have said that.
This guy.
Yeah, I think I guess we'll see. We'll see. I don't think anything is gonna happen out of this. I mean, the man has a lot of money. He has a mega church. Like, I've never seen that church in person, but every time I hear somebody talk about that church that's been over there, because I know people that live in Texas, they talk about like how extremely extravagant and huge that church is. Like, that shit is huge. Have you ever seen this shit on TV?
I haven't seen it. No. What's it called?
Lakewood Church in Houston.
Lakewood.
This nigga said Lakewood Church. Bro, you have to see the inside of that shit, bro. Like, when people be sitting there during service. Look, nigga. I'm gonna put this picture in the video. Man. Do you see how big that is?
I think I saw that one time and I was just like, there is no way this is the inside of the church, bro.
That's the inside of the church, dog. That's the inside of the fucking church. That shit is huge. I shouldn't.
Bro, that's a stadium, bro.
I shouldn't curse on.
That's a stadium, fam.
Yeah, it's huge. It's huge. 'Cause I used to watch it on TV when my mom watched it years ago.
Bro.
I would see that and I'm like, yo, that is a huge church. That church is huge. It does look like a stadium. I wonder how.
Yeah, look.
How much it costs? That is a stadium for real. How much did the church cost
to build?
Yeah, Lakewood Church. I want to know like the price of it. Like, what was the price? It says it holds. The weekly attendance is 52,000 people.
Damn.
The capacity is, bro. That's literally.
They have a cost to. Oh yeah, they always have a cost to attend. What is the cost to attend?
No.
Is it?
No, you can go in there. You can just walk in there. I don't think you have to pay. What church do you have to pay to go in? No.
I just saw that as one of.
If you paying to go to church, that ain't no church. That's a brothel, fam. So I don't know. I don't know if they consider that's a brothel. What else we got? Is there anything important? No. I'll read this
At
headline.
the end of 2017, Lakewood had an income of $89 million.
It's donations and shit.
With 90% of this money coming from church followers.
Yeah, it's donations and shit. A new rule will allow debt collectors to track you down on social media. Put that out there, guys. I'm not going to read this article because it's long as fuck, but it says debt collectors are now tracking people down. It used to be the jobs before you did an interview. Now it's the debt collectors. So if you owe niggas money, you better deactivate your Instagram, your Facebook, deactivate all that shit because they will find you and they will see you spending that income tax check on a fucking car or a chain or some dumb shit, guys. So let's
Or Hellcat.
Yeah, Hellcat, even though they're not making them anymore. Says WhatsApp and iMessage. This is something, a different article. WhatsApp and iMessage gives FBI the most information of all platforms, of all data platforms. WhatsApp and iMessage. Not Facebook, not Instagram, not all the other social media shit. WhatsApp. I don't use WhatsApp like that. I use it to FaceTime my mom so she can see my kids.
I delete it. Just because of the as far as how the information goes with WhatsApp, how they're not gonna no longer they weren't gonna protect it any further. As of I think it was like probably a couple months ago, and I downloaded Telegram.
So I go ahead and delete iMessage. Can't do it, can you? Can't do that.
Nope.
According to the Jerusalem Post, these fucking posts that were reading the NBA news, the Jerusalem Post. Jesus wrote this article. You know why that was more funny than it really was? You know why? Why I'm laughing, I should be laughing. I don't even want to read all this shit. I'm just looking at it. It just looks hard to pronounce everything. Yeah, I'm just looking at the paragraph. And it just looks like I'm gonna fuck some shit up. So I don't even want to read it.
Give me the damn thing. Let me see.
Oh, the second paragraph on.
According to the second one.
Yeah,
this one under here?
No, the other one. The second.
According to the Jerusalem Post, a previously undisclosed FBI document shows that the monitoring WhatsApp and Facebook activity is a simple process for the Bureau. The FBI documents provide guidelines for legally obtaining the messages and metadata on specific messaging apps such as WhatsApp, Facebook, Telegram, Viber, and others. iMessage and WhatsApp provide the FBI with access to more data categories than other platforms, including the content and history of messages sent and received. They also cooperate with authorities further if a search warrant is issued, offering data on previous backups, contact lists, and even more personal data. Wow.
Bro, they're watching us regardless of
whatever you do. Yeah,
it doesn't matter, guys.
Telegram didn't help.
Telegram didn't help. What else we got? Because we're not going to spend too much time on the rest of these. I just screenshot this. I didn't read this article yet. I think the only article I read this week
That's scary, man.
The only article I read this week before we came was the appraisal one. Because I usually just screenshot these so you guys can get the real reaction of me reading this on here. There is a woman who sued her mom's doctor. Oh, I thought she sued her mom. See?
Not her doctor.
She sued her mom's doctor. You saw this? For allowing her to be born, and she won, guys. A woman who sued her mom's doctor claiming she never should have been born wins millions.
I didn't know she won. I thought she was just in the process of doing it.
According to the New York Post, Evie Toombs launched the landmark wrongful conception case against the GP, and she suffers from spina bifida. I don't know what that is. Spina bifida?
Bifida, I guess.
And sometimes spends 24 hours a day, connected to tubes. See? I did not read all this. The 20-year-old's wrongful conception claims saw her take Dr. Philip Mitchell to court over his failure to advise her mother to take vital supplements before getting pregnant. She alleged that the medic had told her mom, Carolyn, that she needed to take folic acid to minimize the risk of spina bifida affecting her baby. She would have put off conception. This in turn would have meant Evie would never been born at all. So she's really what she wanted. It doesn't say how much she wanted.
I'm gonna say that. So I had the initial reaction when I first read the title, and then a different. It changed when I read the article.
The shit, yeah, that just did that for me.
Because when you think about this as a as a combination of
when you read that headline, you're like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
The headline says, "Woman sued her mom's doctor for allowing her to be born."
And you think like, oh, you dumb bitch.
Yeah.
But it actually makes sense, like, to me, because like if he didn't advise her to take certain prenatal vitamins or anything like that during the time of pregnancy, her mother, he should be held responsible, because that's a big thing for women. Pregnancy is you carrying a child, two children, in your womb for how many X amount of months,
more. Sometimes a lot more.
So like, and that stuff is a lot of physical and mental stuff, I would imagine, for a woman, and to like for that stuff to happen, like her to not be born healthy. Of course, he should be held responsible if he's in a position of advice, to tell her what to do and what are the steps to take, when your child is being born. That's what I think. So,
would you rather not be born or be born and have the same spinal issue she has?
I can't answer that because I don't know. I don't know
when
how
someone's not born, are they dead? Ooh. Would you say that's dead or just not alive?
When someone is not born?
Yeah. They're just not alive.
They're not. But they were alive at one point. For you to be considered alive, because you were alive in the womb.
I'm saying like no womb, none of that. When your child right now that's not born.
You talking about my semen?
Your child that's not here right now.
So
are
you
they
talking
dead?
about my nut?
Or are they just not alive?
I think the fucking semen and shit in my nuts, they swimming around. They swimming around and shit, right? Like that shit on Family Guy. They need a little spaceship.
What are they considered?
But they're alive. They're cells. A cell is alive.
But that's
living tissue, right?
I was gonna say, but that semen that's there, that semen that's gonna conceive your child, is that same cell in you right now, or is it gonna be produced later down the line? Is that how it works?
Well, I figured if it's the same shit that happened on that episode,
Shut
true,
the
right?
fuck up. So they just all shooting around.
Because only one sperm gets all the way to the egg, right?
Stupid.
Technically, right?
Yeah, I guess. All right, guys. It pays to be a snitch.
116 episode semen.
No, that's not gonna work because my mama go see it.
Bro, I hope she ain't listening to this.
It pays to be a snitch. The FBI allegedly paid informants over $548 million in recent years. According to Forbes, the FBI spent an average of $42 million a year on confidential human sources between fiscal years 2012 and 2018. Long-term informants comprise 20% of its intelligence relationships. Yeah, that's a lot of money. So, would you rather be a snitch that's broke? Well, a snitch that's rich, or a bitch that's broke? Which one?
I ain't gonna be either. So.
Ooh, you hit me with the whoop-de-doo right there. Niggas, I'm not gonna be either. Is there anything else I have? This one was fucked up. I think that's the last thing I have for what's trending. It has to always be a Florida guy. It says, Florida man. Ladies, just be careful, man. I know a lot of guys can't handle rejection. So if there's ladies listening to this, there's a lot of guys that just can't handle rejection. So just be careful. And I'm seeing a lot of videos on Twitter going around of guys like following girls and walking into their houses. Like
what?
Yeah, they're following them and then they're trying to get behind them in the door. I saw a video like that of a guy. He followed this girl and she was on the bottom floor of the apartment. You know the bottom floor of the apartment complex, how it's dark.
Yeah.
Yeah. She went into her door and he came behind her and then she closed the door real quick and locked it. And he was like, boom, trying to bust in, following her. And I've seen a lot of videos like that circling around. And,
Where? On social media?
yeah, on Twitter. I've been seeing a lot of videos like that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I've been seeing a lot of videos like that going around. According to New York Post, there's a Florida man. He stabbed his coworker to death after she refused to date him. According to New York Post, his name is Augustin, I think. He's 20. He faces second-degree murder charges for the fatal stabbing of Delfina Pan. She's 8 years older than him. She's from Argentina. She refused to date him. He stabbed her with a knife. I'm not gonna read this whole thing because it says how he killed her and all that. I'm not gonna read all that, but just be careful out there, ladies. There's a lot of bitch ass niggas that can't handle rejection.
Like, I don't get it. Like, what's like? There's plenty other women, bro. If one doesn't want you, it's not that big of a deal, bro. Just move on.
And there's a picture of him there right now.
I don't get it. Like, what's the point? Like, for people out here who get hung up on one woman or one person, like just don't worry about it. Just move on, bro. You don't need to get to that level. You can find somebody one day eventually that will want to mess with you.
Well,
and they're not obligated to give you they're not obligated to give you any type of play, any type of, they're not obligated for any of that.
Well, he gonna get some play. He got a lot of play coming to him. He got somebody coming to him in prison.
So play.
He gonna get a lot of play. That's all we have for what's trending. As you guys know, we always separate this next stuff from what's trending, or we at least try to. But it was reported today that what is he considered? Actor, comedian, Nick Cannon.
I guess all both, because he's an entrepreneur
entertainer,
too, right?
Yeah, he's an entrepreneur, very successful entertainer. Nick Cannon has a lot of money, and a lot of you guys know Nick Cannon has his hand in a lot of stuff. But it was reported today that his son, who was 5 months old, he passed away from a brain tumor. His name was Zen Cannon. So he unfortunately passed away. So I want to send prayers and love and condolences to him and his family's way, because his son was only 5 months old, man.
Yeah, rest in peace, man. It's always hard for somebody to lose a child, and
talk about 5 months.
Well, what I can imagine, because of course I've never been through it, but what I've seen as far as family goes, and it's the hardest thing on a parent to lose a child. I think there's just something in them that's just never the same again.
Yeah.
So I can imagine. I wouldn't doubt there's going to be people on there making jokes about this kind of stuff. Nick Cannon, I can already see it now. But
I
rest in peace. They're going to do it, bro. We talking about social media, bro. They're going to do that. Rest in peace to his child, man.
That is really fucked up and sad. I don't wish that on anybody. I don't wish that on my worst enemy to lose their 5-month-old. I don't wish that on anybody in this world at all. That is a horrible pain. And I have kids, so I can only imagine. So, but yeah, rest in peace to him, man, and prayers up to Nick Cannon and his family. The next thing we have, I have a little one can stay scenario, and then we're gonna get into music. We don't really have much else stuff, so we good as far as time. This is a sweets edition. I be screenshotting so many of these.
Sweets?
I don't remember. Yeah, sweets. Only one can stay. Cookies, ice cream, donuts, or cake. You only can pick one to stay out of the 4. Cake, donuts, ice cream, cookies.
Ice cream.
Say ice cream.
Mm-hmm.
It's between donuts and cake are out. It's between cookies and ice cream for me.
Damn. I forgot about cookies.
It's between cookies and ice cream. I'm gonna
bro. I'm gonna say cookies, bro.
This nigga always changes this.
Ice cream is pretty good though.
What?
Ice cream pretty good though.
So say ice cream, so I can say cookies.
No, say ice cream.
I don't want to say ice cream.
Why I said cookies?
You still got ice cream in there?
Mm-hmm.
A vanilla one?
Mm-hmm.
I need a little bowl of that.
Mm-hmm.
Just thinking.
Mm-hmm.
What do you guys say? Cookies, ice cream, donuts, or cake? Donuts and cake are. I think the last place is donuts. No, last place is cake. I don't eat cake like that.
I eat cake on birthdays, but
I think this is in order for me.
I eat cake.
This is in order for me. Cookies 1, ice cream 2, donuts 3, cake last. This is in order for me. From best to worst.
I'll probably switch cake with donuts.
You like cake more than donuts?
I might like.
Oh, you like cake, huh? You might what?
Stupid.
You might what?
I lost my train.
Yo!
I lost my train of thought.
Why did you lick your lips,
bro? Because my lips was dry. What you mean, bro? What are you talking about?
That's all we had.
I didn't do it for any other type of reason, bro. Just because my lips was dry.
You did that while we was talking about what we was talking about. All right, guys, that's all we had for that. We're gonna move on to music now. I just think that was fucking funny. Music segment. It has been announced. We don't really talk about this guy at all. I think we might have talked about him Was the podcast around when his first album came out?
Vince Staples?
Roddy Ricch. Well, his
No,
album
we
is-
did talk about the album.
That might have been the only time we ever discussed Roddy Ricch. He announced that his second album is coming on December 17th. It is titled Live Life Fast. His first album was Please Excuse Me for Being Antisocial. That was a really good album.
Yeah.
But you know what's so crazy? That I'm saying that it was really good, but I don't go back and listen to it like that. So
Say that about a lot of things. The only thing I can follow up on that about is on Isaiah Rashad album. Yeah.
We have something about Isaiah Rashad again for the third straight week, I think. We have some more about this nigga later. Well, he didn't do anything, but Roddy Ricch's new album is gonna come out. I'm gonna definitely listen to it because that first one was pretty good. That first one was pretty good. That was a pretty good album. It's the 2-year anniversary of that album today. What else do we have for music? Not a lot of music stuff. You guys fucked up, but I'm gonna get to that in a minute. NBA YoungBoy, who we never talk about on here, claims he never made money on YouTube and that his label gets all the money and gives him a small percentage. Okay, listen to that. Because I understand what they're trying to say,
But doesn't that mean that he made money?
that's what I'm saying. That's what the fuck I'm saying. That's what I was going to say. Okay, but that's fucked up. That is fucked up. Do y'all know how much people make?
It depends if he's on a contract. And
He
didn't
definitely did. He definitely probably.
Is it really his fault?
That's definitely probably what happened.
Is it really their fault?
A lot of artists make a lot of money off YouTube, guys.
I'm not saying that the label's not scamming him. I'm not saying that, but it's your duty as a person, whatever you're signing, it doesn't matter if you're at that high level that he is or level we are. We talking about signing a lease agreement or signing something that has to deal with a contract or legal terms. You read it or you scan through it. A lot of people don't want to do that. They want to read something or they just want to just get it over it. But all you really got to do is you don't want to read it verbatim, but scan through it and make sure that, you know, it is what it is on the contract. I do that with everything.
A lot of people don't know nothing about that. A lot of these people.
But it's simple reading, though. You don't have to read everything line by line. You can just scan through it, and you can pretty much see.
Or you can get a lawyer to do it. But
yeah.
That's the first thing you should do is get a lawyer to look through it. But a lot of people from like the hood and shit like that, a lot of niggas don't know nothing about that. They don't have no money to pay no lawyer, or they don't want to pay a lawyer, or they don't know nothing about no contract, and they're just trying to get out of a situation and they want some money, so they just sign the shit. I'm pretty sure that's happening.
I feel for you, man. Like I know a lot of labels are probably doing this shit to people, man. Like, and for real, like the numbers that he does, and we talking about like
he has a good YouTube numbers.
Numbers period though.
Yes.
Numbers period.
He has very, very good numbers. So, NBA YoungBoy does. I think I have the audio of him talking about it. Let me see.
Business you learn how much you getting, like how badly you being taken advantage of. That's like with YouTube. I ain't never got paid from YouTube a day in my life. Make all the money off my YouTube and then give me a small percentage out my shit. I think as you learn the business, you learn.
That didn't make any sense, but so are you getting the money or not, nigga? Maybe he's trying to say the percentage is so small that it's like nothing. Maybe that's what he's trying to say.
Pretty much, I would assume.
That's probably what he's saying. How small is a small percentage? Because even if it's like 5%,
I don't think.
That's
you think it's 5, or it's like 0.000 something. You think per clip?
A nigga would consider 5% small though. I don't know. I'd have to look.
No.
I think a nigga would consider.
But unless we talking about clicks per like for like Apple Music and all that stuff, or Spotify, it's 0.00 something, right?
This is
per
specifically for YouTube though.
Like, but why would it be different? Why would it be a lot? It's not going to be a big difference.
The platforms they have different. I think YouTube pays the most of all social platforms. I think YouTube pays the most money. Damn. From what I've heard, I think YouTube pays the most money. But and he has very good YouTube numbers. There's not even just numbers period. He has very good YouTube numbers. So yeah. I don't know, man. Like I said, a lot of niggas don't know nothing about none of that shit when they just trying to get out of a situation, and everybody ain't Ice Cube. Remember, Ice Cube was like the main nigga that we know the story of that, where he didn't want to sign the contract and everybody else did. And what Dr. Dre told him that, nigga, I got bills to pay, nigga. That's why I signed that shit. Dr. Dre told you, Ice Cube, that when him and NWA was going through that whole thing with their manager.
Yeah.
Like, nigga, I got bills to pay. That's the number one reason niggas do that shit. What else we have? Rick Ross has released the track list for his album that is going to drop this Friday, Richer Than I Ever Been. He's richer than he ever been, and he's happy. He wants to tell everybody about it.
Can't wait to hear about it, man.
No, for real.
Yeah, because I mean, it's a good. It's probably gonna be a good album, bro.
12 tracks. We have Benny the Butcher on here, Wale, Future, Dream Doll, Jasmine Sullivan, 21 Savage, Wiz Khalifa. There's a couple more, but I don't know them. I don't even know how to say this nigga's name. Major 9 is one, Willie Falcon and The Dream. 12 tracks. There's not a lot of songs by himself. There's 1, 2, 3. There's 4 songs out of 12 where he's by himself.
But damn, 12 was a short album.
For Rick Ross, this might be one of his shortest albums.
Because we talking about 16 to like 19 songs.
He usually does a good amount of
16 to like, not 21. 21's too much. It's around 16 songs he'll probably have on a typical Rick Ross album.
I don't have time to look at it right now, but I could probably bet money that this is his shortest album he's ever had.
Probably.
And because I know I've heard all of Rick Ross's albums. Yeah, there's only 4 songs that's by himself. I don't like that.
I don't like that either because then Rick Ross he can
carry a song on.
Yeah,
for sure. He could definitely carry a song on his own. The second,
I'd rather just hear him like rap. Like I'd rather just hear him rap.
Ross's second song is always hard, and that he's by himself, and it's called The Pulitzer.
Was Rather You Than Me was that on?
That was his last really good one. I didn't like
that was
Port of Miami
14.
like that.
That's 14 songs. So that
was 14.
Yeah, so it was close. I was getting
12
15.
is short for him, bro. 12 is really short for him, bro. Black Market was bad. That's 17 songs. Deeper Than Rap.
Teflon Don was 12 songs.
Teflon Don was 12 songs?
Unless he released a deluxe, did he?
No, but it was 12 songs. You're right about that. I remember that one. Damn. That was, yeah, damn. And Teflon Don was one of his best albums. You niggas, man. Why? And you part of this crew. He released the new cover art to his album. Richest that I ever been. You niggas did this shit. You and fucking Ryan. All y'all niggas was talking shit about this album cover. Damn, and now he fucking changed it.
I can smell that finger.
He fucking changed it. Now it's just plain and whack.
I like it.
I like it better. I like the other one better than that bullshit.
Yeah, I know why you like it.
I'm gonna put the picture of the shit in the video. That album cover is better than that, bro. This shit it looks like a single cover. That shit looks whack. That's whack. That is one of the wackest album covers I've seen. This one is hard. Nigga, you can't even see this nigga's eyes. That's hard. I fuck with the other one. Y'all niggas sleep, man.
So you tell me you would put a picture like that on the ground?
I wouldn't do that, but I like that album cover better than that one. You cannot sit here and tell me that that's not a better album cover than that. What the fuck is that? Come on. His hardest one was Mastermind. That was the hardest album cover.
Mastermind was pretty hard.
That was a hard album cover.
Rich
I'm just saying the cover.
The cover, yeah.
The album cover.
Yeah, that purple one with all the yeah, that shit was hard.
What else we got? This is the last thing for music. Drake has withdrawn his 2021 Grammy nominations.
Saw it.
He was nominated for Best Rap Album for Certified Lover Boy and Best Rap Performance for Way Too Sexy. And it doesn't say the reason. Rather than giving a nomination to the recipient of the 6 most votes, as Academy did when it suddenly decided to expand the top 4 categories from 8 to 10 last month, the voting will go forward with just the nominees that they have. So they're not going to put somebody in Drake's place. Because I know somebody that could have been in that place. I think we both know somebody that could have been in that place. But hey.
Probably could have won.
No, he wouldn't have won.
Oh, wait.
He wouldn't have won. Tyler's in there, Kanye's in there, J. Cole's in there.
Yeah, you're right.
I still think it's going to be between Tyler or Kanye for the album with the best rap.
No, you're right. And it's going to go to Kanye. Especially with Drake not going in there.
I think it's going to go to Tyler. If I had to pick somebody to win, I think Tyler the Creator's going to win.
Nah, I'd say Kanye. I'd personally say Kanye. Look at that. You know we disagree. There we go. No.
I think
nope.
Tyler's album is better than Kanye's album. Tyler's album was a more enjoyable
I plead the fifth
listen.
on that.
That was a more enjoyable listen for me than Donda was.
Because I still listen to Donda. I remain true to what I said. I don't want to hear this shit.
So you think listen? Well, you didn't hear either of the album, Donda or.
No, I listen to Tyler's.
Tyler's was pretty good. Yeah. I think he's gonna win, but I think they could have definitely put Isaiah in, but they're not gonna do Isaiah and replace for Drake. But they definitely could have.
Why do you think he withdrew?
I don't know.
Because of that stuff he said about the Grammys in general, or what?
I don't know. I have no idea. Because I can't. He's won a Grammy before. He's won a Grammy for Best Rap Album before. He's had multiple Grammys. I don't know why he withdrew. I have no idea.
Probably because stuff is going on with the Grammys.
I don't know. I would still leave it there. I don't think either one.
Do you physically submit it as an artist, or is it automatically from RIP?
You have to submit it. You have to submit it for consideration. You have to submit your album for consideration.
Okay, well, I think it's only gonna come out in a matter of time. It may not be this year, but maybe it'll roll around next year.
Of why he did it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna call it up. It's probably because all the stuff that's going around with the Grammys and it being favoritism and all that kind of stuff. Even though he's won Grammys,
he doesn't deserve to win for either of the nominations. In my opinion.
I still think it's that.
Yeah, I don't think he. I'm trying to figure out if Drake really thinks that he has the best rap. Did he think he has the best rap album this year? Because if he does, he's tripping. Because it's not even close to me.
Well, then he withdrew it either way, so he might not.
Yeah, because it's not even close to me. Drake, that album really didn't. Damn, I'm so mad that album didn't live up to the hype.
It did.
To the hype. We can do my fucking 2021 Apple my replay. You want to see? You want to see my stats for this year, guys?
Sure.
I see all the. I had a screenshot, but I deleted it. We're gonna get my top albums from. I have Apple Music, so could you do it? Do you have Apple Music?
I do, but what do I mean, it's not gonna be anything crazy, so.
I want to see your shit though.
It's not. It's gonna be like probably reggaeton and stuff.
I'm gonna send you the link in a minute.
It's gonna be reggaeton. I don't know my Apple ID password. So.
My number one played song was 95 South. That's hard to believe. That's very hard to believe. Wow. Isaiah has 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Damn. Isaiah has the top 10 on lock for my songs. The most listened to artist for me is Isaiah Rashad, 39 hours. I think it was Drake last year, and I had to explain to y'all why Drake was my number one listened to artist.
You're a Drake fan. What you mean?
Drake was number 2 this year. Cole was number 3. So Isaiah Rashad and Drake beat Cole for me. That's weird. That's weird. Even last year, I was like, how is J. Cole not number 1? That's my favorite rapper, and he's not number 1. But that's weird.
It's because you a hater.
Kersey is 4. Shay Equal was 5. Future 6. Mac Ayers 7. Kendrick 8. Boss got more than Ross. I got Nudie on here. 5 hours. My number 1 album. You already know the number 1 album I listen to the most. The House is Burning. The Off Season number 2. Drake was number 3. I don't know why. Why was Drake's number 3?
Because you love Drake.
I didn't like the album like that, so why is that the number 3 album? I don't like these
statistics.
Stats.
Don't lie.
I don't like these stats.
So you sitting in the bed crying about
it. I don't like
Drake.
See if I can send you this link. Apple Music Replay. Because I keep seeing everybody put their fucking Spotify shit out, and you niggas think you're cool.
He was my number one person, so.
You said what? I'm going to send you the link right now, sir. And then we're going to look at that and then move on to sports. Nigga said whoops. We're going to move on to sports in a minute. We only got 2 things for sports. We good on time. So yeah, who's your number 1?
Bro, shut up.
You got yeah. You ain't got Apple Music.
I do.
Damn, you do. Oh yeah, just put your password in.
I don't know it.
You don't know it's not that. It's your fucking password to your phone. It's your phone.
I don't know about this. Nah,
it's your phone password. Bro, they're already looking at you at iMessage. That's what you mean. That's a nigga right.
I gotta put my fingerprint.
If you got your shit like that, I think this nigga being difficult. He still got a fingerprint scanner. This nigga, pretty soon you got to get rid of that shit, though. You got to get to do it. It's showing you? Let me see. This nigga trying to hide it. What's your number 1?
It's nothing, bro. It's rain sounds, bro. When I sleep.
Oh, that's funny. You playing on Apple?
300 plays.
All right, go down. What else you got? What's your artist? Nah, fuck that. Go to the artist. Keep going down. Nigga, stop hitting more. The fuck? Just go right there.
Oh.
This nigga right here. Who the fuck is that?
It's just the person in the song.
This shit is all raid songs and shit. This nigga right here.
Because I usually sleep.
This nigga right here ain't got no real Apple Music stats. This nigga got raid sounds. That might be low key one of the funniest things that happened on here. That we looking at some Apple Music stats and all this nigga shit is rain sounds. That might low key be one of the funniest things that's happened.
116 rain sounds.
I was just finna say that. That's finna be the name of this episode, bro.
I haven't found the artist
that
yet.
Shit on Apple.
Yeah, because you don't have to do it on YouTube and do a screen. Damn, the whole 100 is rain sounds.
What are the albums? You have to have top albums in there.
Where?
Go down. Keep going. Right there. They hit more. Stop hitting more. Hey, this nigga Snow. You talking about me crying and shit?
Come on, bro.
This nigga Snow.
Chill out.
Number 1 house is burning.
Yeah.
We got the same album as number 1. That's my nigga. What's number 3? That
Give You On.
Okay.
Savage Mode. I like this album.
Paper Out Illuminati's number 5. Okay, look at this nigga's album shit. At least your album shit came out good. What's top 10? Let me see. Keep going. All season number 9. 10 with Trilogy. Yeah. Alright, his shit ain't bad. Your album shit wasn't bad. This nigga Snow Laker number 2. This nigga.
I'm surprised she ain't in yours.
She's definitely in my.
You be talking about her.
She's definitely in my fucking.
15.
She's definitely in my artist. Let me see real quick. And then we'll move on to sports.
That's funny. Rain sounds.
This nigga had fucking rain sounds.
Help me sleep, man.
Damn, she's pretty low. I only got 4 hours of Snore Lego listens.
You ain't a fan.
4 hours of Sade. 4 hours of Gold Link. 5 hours Freddie. How much was Isaiah? Isaiah was 39 hours. Damn. And it's only one album that I listen to.
Yeah, like that too.
Jesus.
Damn, I just closed it.
That's a lot. All right, we're gonna move on to sports, and then the Q&A segment. I don't think I have anything else on Instagram. Nope. All right. First thing for sports, no NBA, no NFL shit. We're gonna talk boxing. The fight that was gonna happen in a couple weeks between, I think, the half brother of Tyson Fury, right?
Yeah.
Tommy Fury and Jake Paul. Tommy Fury is allegedly out of the fight against Jake Paul due to injury. And then it came out a little bit after that, and I actually wanted to see that fight. I actually wanted to see Fury versus Jake Paul. I wanted to see Fury fuck him up if he could. I wanted to actually see that. But it came out afterwards that Tyron Woodley accepted a rematch on December 18th. They fought this year, didn't they?
Yeah,
this year.
It's a couple months ago.
It's not real boxing though. It's not really. I wouldn't consider them real boxers, so it's not like, because usually boxers take like a year in between their fights or some shit like that. Usually.
So Canelo.
Except Canelo, this
Yeah.
nigga right here.
Canelo about to fight again.
So yeah, it's Jake Paul and Tyron Woodley Part 2. Jake Paul said he will give Woodley an additional $500,000 if he's able to knock him out. Jake Paul must got some money to play with.
He do, bro.
And he's from
He
YouTube.
was popular on YouTube before he even any
That's
of
what I'm
this,
saying.
right?
YouTube pays people the most money. There's YouTube. That's what I'm saying. Yep. Hit that subscribe button on YouTube, guys. I didn't even say all that shit,
Yeah.
man.
Try
I was
to
supposed to say that earlier.
try to go ahead and do it. You know what? Go ahead and pause this video and do that.
Yeah,
How about
subscribe if you're watching the video. We're on YouTube every single Thursday.
Give us a
every
little
single
money.
week.
Putting in this
I'm
time.
I'm mad I didn't say that at the intro. I forgot to say it. Subscribe, watch on Apple Podcast. Well, listen. Listen every Wednesday on Apple Podcast, Spotify, SoundCloud, every single Thursday on YouTube. Hit that subscribe button, guys. We appreciate it.
We got to come up with like a saying.
What? That's the same.
Nah.
Every week.
You know how like something's like a household name, like Trapaholics?
Hello, internets. Subscribe like that. That's somebody used to say
Something
that.
cool, bro.
I mean, that was somebody.
Who said that?
I can't remember. It was a podcaster.
Hello, internets?
Yeah, this was old though. Like he called his people. You know how like people have like they call their gang. There was a guy I was watching on YouTube. His game is called No Life Gang. Cause his name is No Life Shack. So he calls the people that listen to his shit No Life Gang. Like people have like, you know what's so funny? I was actually thinking about that like a couple days ago, bro. That's funny that this came up because I was like, we need like a name for our listeners. I was actually thinking about that the other day. So we can put it on a t-shirt.
They junkies.
I thought, you know what? I thought about that. That's why this my nigga. Because I actually thought about that, but I was like, that sounds off.
That third eye.
That sounds off though.
Threesome.
This nigga said, this nigga's fucking stupid. I actually thought about that though. I don't want to see this. I don't want to see a part 2 of this. I'd rather see the other fight.
I think Woodley wins this one, and I think there'll be a trilogy. I was just telling P, this is only a money grab type of thing, and there'll be a trilogy.
I'm tired of this money shit, bro. Even though I want some money. What did Ryan just send me? Ryan just sent me something that says, pick one. We have another pick, and then we'll move on to Q&A.
What is it?
Dinner with Jay-Z. Raptors game with Drake. You're going to be in the studio with Kanye. You got to go to Icebox Jewelry Store with Lil Baby. You go on tour with Young Thug. Or you go shopping with Future.
But none of this is giving me money, right?
Doesn't say anything about that. I mean, you never know. One could. Dinner with Jay-Z. Raptors game with Drake. Studio with Kanye. Icebox with Lil
Raptors
Baby.
game with Drake? What is that?
You go to a Raptors game with Drake.
Oh, a Raptors game.
Yeah.
Oh.
Studio with Kanye, Icebox with Lil Baby, tour with Young Thug, and shopping with Future. I'm gonna let you go first.
I'm gonna go shopping with Future and then I sell all the shit.
I didn't think about that. I was gonna say go on.
Jay-Z ain't giving me no advice for free. He probably might not even pay for my dinner.
If I had to pick any of these, I'm gonna go on tour with Thug because I think that would be really fun. That's why
That probably would be fun.
I would
though.
pick that. No, don't you can't change the answer.
I'm not. I'm still want the money over that fun.
I could. Hey, Young Thug might throw me a couple dollars.
Shit.
Being on tour.
You never know. I might have a concert with Future in the store.
Cause you talk about tour, that's multiple days. That's
But
like
hey, Future, hey, bro, pick me up that Birkin, bro. Don't even worry about it. Don't even worry.
Oh,
about
Birkin.
Yeah, so I can sell it.
He's not gonna buy you a Birkin.
He might.
He's not buying another man a Birkin bag. I promise you, he's not doing that.
I promise you, he probably did that. It's one of his rappers. He probably gave a Birkin to Thug.
That's weird.
How's
That's
that weird?
weird? I'm picking tour with Thug for sure. I'm gonna tell Ryan that. I'm about to tell him that right now. Tour with...
Tell him Brandon asked why he didn't send that shit to me.
He'll hear it. Shout out to Ryan, man, because he showed me his Spotify numbers and his number one podcast was our podcast, and he has like 31 hours of listen to his podcast.
Shout out to Ryan.
Shout out nigga Ryan, man. Appreciate you, brother. We're gonna move on to the Q&A segment to close out, guys, because we just finna hit an hour and a half, and Brandon said that this shouldn't be too long. You read the question last week, and I have yet to read this question, so I'll read this one. If you have any questions you want to send us, guys, anything debate related, anything that we can discuss and fight over and throw hands over, so we can disagree on, socialjunkiepod@gmail.com. Email it to us, to the email. We're not gonna read your names. I don't think the gender. Let me read it real quick. No, even though I didn't really read it, I don't think it does.
It doesn't.
I just went off Brandon saying no. Q&A question this week. We're going to go into a discussion about it. Again, socialjunkiepod@gmail.com if you have anything you want us to debate. Somebody said, is it right that people without any real skills are getting rich really fast by social media? Is it right?
Yes.
Is it right that people without any... I almost said with when I first read it. Is it right that people without any real skills are getting rich really fucking fast by fucking social media? That's what they said.
They ain't say that.
You said it is right.
I said it's right because I just can't. You just can't. We can't knock anybody, no matter how stupid it may seem, to how they get money, man. To me, I'm telling you, to me, I really don't understand how people are making money off of stupid shit, but they do. But they really do. Like, they get likes for like real stage videos and all that kind of stuff. And for me to say that, is it fair? Like, if that's the way of they hustling and to get they shit up, I can't be mad at them. Like, I can't be mad that this is what they doing. This just goes to show me that a well-collected plan that I put together and may want to put out there into the world can actually gain traction because people liking this stupid shit, so why can't I do it? If anything, it's motivated me so that way I can know that whatever I come up with, whatever ideas I'm going to do, I can make it just because this stupid shit is getting likes. And what they're doing is...
I look at that not the complete opposite way, but I look at it as it's like... What's the word? It gets to you, bro. Like...
I understand what you're saying,
bruh,
but we can't be mad.
This dumb shit...
We can't be mad.
I'm actually trying to put something... Say somebody try to put something decent out to the world that'll help people and shit like that, and it's getting no type of attraction or attention. And you look at people doing these stupid ass stage videos. Or, the first thing I thought about when I just read this question was... I don't know why I was thinking about this. The girls that show their body and get paid off of that. Like OnlyFans and shit like that, yeah. That's the first thing I thought about when they said that.
I mean, if that's what they wanted to do, bro, ultimately that's their choice, bro. And if that's really how you see yourself, progressing forward, showing your body and all that kind of stuff, or making videos just for people to click and like, and I mean that's cool. If that's what you want to do, cool. But I can't like. I'm not gonna sit here and be like, man, it's not fair. I mean, sometimes I feel like that sometimes, but ultimately, what I think is just like, if that's what you want to do, so that you can just keep doing it. Because I look at it from this: if somebody make trash ass music, but it's netting them some money, and they have some sort of and somebody just comes up to them and says, your music is trash, you should just stop. But they're making money off of it. Would they change what they're doing?
That's a good point.
They wouldn't stop. They wouldn't stop what they're doing. They'd continue to do that. They'd continue to do only thing that they're able to do.
Lil Pump, Blueface, prime examples.
So they'll just keep doing that. And to be honest, if I was doing that, I was making money off of something stupid, which we could. I don't want to come up like that.
Yeah.
I legitimately, because you literally can sit here. Okay, so now think about this. think about it from this perspective. You can be that person making that stupid ass video or making that video that they coming up off nothing, and you can be the same exact way because people will click on it and do that. But what I ask myself every day, and I ask my girl that, all that kind of stuff too, because we consider doing stuff like that too. But I'm just like, me personally, I don't see myself coming up that way. I'm just not that type of person to come up on some goofy shit or some clickbait type stuff. We put out a podcast not because we want to get a million. We'd like to get a lot of followers. Yeah, that's cool. But we want to do it naturally. We haven't paid for followers. Hence our following is coming up slow. We did it in as far as what we would consider the most right way. The most organic. Or way. The most organic, correct. So for me to say that if I was in that position that I'd want to keep doing it, I mean, if that's the only reliance that they have on that kind of content for them to make some money, then let them be it. Me personally, as a person, I wouldn't do it just because I'm not into all that like clickbait type stuff and all that.
It's not, because you said, is it right? It's not wrong, but the word I was looking for, it is very discouraging to be a real person that tries to create real content. Okay. It's very discouraging that somebody that tries to create real content, I'm not even just talking about us, I'm talking about like people in general, because I know people see this all the time. Like, it's discouraging that people putting out dumbass bullshit and fucking gaining 1 million followers and be traveling the world with rappers and doing all this other crazy shit just off of stupid shit. Okay. I mean, you got niggas out here putting real shit out. Okay. Real shit that ain't getting no attention. It's discouraging. Okay, so I see it that way. But I see your way. I understand.
But then that makes you think. Do you think that person meant that? Put it like that. Do you think she mean to put it like that? Discouraging, right? Instead of like,
I don't know.
Okay, I'm gonna say it like this. If you were saying it in relations to how P was saying it, like discouraging more so that. Think about it like this, and for future reference, if anybody else, I guess, look at this episode and they see the point that he's making. It shouldn't be discouraging. It should be discouraging to the fault to where it's propelling you forward. Because what are you gonna do? Yeah. What are you gonna say to yourself? You can be like, okay, people are getting wealthy over this kind of stuff, rich over this kind of stuff, but I'm not making progress, and I've came up with an idea that can actually make an impact and change something. But what are you gonna do? Are you just gonna say they're doing it and they're doing something stupid and I'm just gonna stop? It's not worth it. I'm just gonna stop. Are you gonna say that? Because if you're not going to say that for the amount of time that you put into the idea or anything like that, then don't even worry about it. All right. Don't worry about any of that stuff. Just keep going forward. Don't worry about all that kind of stuff, how people are living their life and doing what they need to do. That shouldn't affect you and how you perceive what you think could be a positive impact and put out into the world. Just focus on what you need to do and then go forward. That's it. And you know what's funny? My girl, she had just showed me some stuff of what Cardi B had said. She said that Cardi B said something about like people on social media. People are just so focused on social media that when they asked her about her success, you could be just like me, was what Cardi B I think said, but people are so focused on the Kim Kardashians and the other type of people like in that kind of that portion, and instead of focusing on what they need to do personally, they're more vested in what other people are doing, and people are like socialite type celebrities and stuff like that, focusing on them worship than worrying about you. So if those people are making the money, whatever, man, if that's what they want to do, you focus on what you need to do and just progress forward, because paying attention to somebody else and being worried about that, it's not gonna help us, man. It's not gonna help us. So
get you nowhere at all. I think a lot of people, because the word that I was trying to find, not the discouraging, was another word. I was like, damn, what's the word? A lot of people, you're a man of integrity. That's why you wouldn't fucking go out and do some stupid ass video just for 1 million likes, because you have integrity. A lot of people have integrity to where they're not gonna do that. They're not just gonna put their pride to the side and be like, bro, I need some money. I'm just gonna do some wild shit I'm posting on social media.
And we can do that. We all have the choice to do that, because we can see, like, me and him go through videos on Instagram or anything like that. And we send each other dumb shit all the time. Like, this stuff is staged. Yeah. Who's to say that you can't pick up a phone and record yourself doing some stupid shit like that and get likes? You will. 100% you will.
You know what's a good example? That Boom Gang shit.
Yeah.
That was a good example. If y'all remember Boot Gang when he was fucking going around restaurants, just walking out, not paying the bill, recording himself.
Yeah.
Standing on top of the Burger King counter, screaming, dumping fucking ice cream on himself and shit. Remember when he stole that dog? Yo, this nigga had walked up to him.
Remember when he got that cut? And he's like, "Hey, bro, you owe him $10." and he ran out.
Oh yeah, that nigga did run out the barbershop. He was chasing that nigga too, bro. Bro, it was one time it was a dude trying to sell a dog, and he was like, "How much you want for it?" And it was like $1,500 or some shit. He was like, "Damn, that's a lot." He's like, "Yeah, it's a purebred." This nigga just took off with the dog and hopped in the car with his homie, and his homie drove off. He's like, "I got the dog, bro. I got the dog. I got a dog." Like he used to do stupid shit. He changed his life around now. Like he don't do shit like that no more. Supposedly he changed his life around. I don't know that nigga, but he don't post shit like that no more. But that's a good example. Shit like that. He was getting a lot of views off of doing insane shit. He was fucking on Instagram Live one time. He was on Instagram Live just fucking. I'm like, this nigga is fucking wild, bro. Just
point being made, stay true to what, if that's really what you want to do, then make those videos. But like, if you really like us, you just want to just stay down. You want to keep your head. You want to keep your sanity and just not keep your sanity, but keep your integrity.
Just don't give up, yeah.
Just push forward, bro, because at some point something has to give if you keep going forward, whether it be a business idea or something else. Just keep pushing forward. That's what we're trying to do, and we intend on doing. So,
do not give up, fellas. I hope you answered that question, fellas and ladies and gentlemen, I should say. What do y'all think? Is it right that people without any real skills are getting rich really fast by social media? If you have anything, any question that's similar to that kind of that you want to send us, anything that we can debate on. I don't think I can answer it. I mean, it's right. I kind of agree with Brandon was saying. It's right. Everybody finds their lane. Everybody do. Because I've said on here before about the OnlyFans shit. I've said that multiple times. I was like, yo, you girls cannot hate on these women doing that because they found a way to make money and they making money. I've literally said that multiple times. So, same rules apply.
If that's what they want to do, let them.
It's discouraging. Yes, it is very discouraging. But
if we want to use that word.
They found a way. They found a way, bro. Yeah, if you want to use that word. Some people could look at it like as motivation, like Brandon said. Looking at shit like that. Like, bro, if you can make money off that, I got something that's going to make more money all these people. You can think about shit like that. But yeah, that's what I think.
Yeah.
That's just what I think. socialjunkiepod@gmail.com if you guys have anything you want to send to us. Again, we appreciate you guys. Especially if you made this far into the episode. How much stuff we have to cut out? The intro only got one thing that I gotta cut. That's it. That's it, guys. Is there any song requests there? Anything you want to hear? Yeah, Tory Lane's album come out this Friday. The 80s one.
Play some
You gonna listen to it?
Snow Allegra.
I don't want to play Snow Allegra.
Play some Checkaroo.
I could play her. I could play who?
Che.
I could play her. I could play Snow.
What you gonna play?
I like this one. Whoa.
Yeah.
I like whoa. Made this far into the episode, man. We appreciate it, guys. Hope you guys like this song request. Even it's not like no upbeat shit. It's just I don't know about Snow. I can't believe her album was number 2, and it was the old album. It wasn't even.